All right, let's be real for a second. How many times have you sent that just checking in text, hoping it would spark a conversation? Or maybe you spent way too long crafting the perfect message, hit send, and then waited, and waited, only to be met with silence. It's frustrating. It's confusing. And let's be honest, it's a blow to your pride. But this isn't just about her not responding. It's about what's happening to you while you're waiting for that reply. Every text you send, every moment you spend overthinking, you're giving away your power. You're trapped in a cycle that's doing nothing for you, and it's time to break free. This isn't about playing games or manipulating someone into liking you. It's about something far more important, knowing your worth and refusing to waste your energy on someone who doesn't recognize it. Here's the truth. The moment you stop chasing is the moment you regain control. Not just control of this one situation, but of your mindset, your confidence, and ultimately, your life. If you're tired of feeling stuck, constantly wondering what you're doing wrong, stick around. What I'm about to share could flip the script entirely. And for good. Number 1. She already knows how you feel. Here's the truth, man. If you've made your interests known, asked her out, spent time with her, or made your feelings clear, she already knows where you stand. She's not confused. The real question is, does she feel the same? If she doesn't, texting her more isn't going to change that. In fact, it will push her further away. Think of it like this. Imagine someone keeps offering you a product you're not interested in. The first time you politely decline, the second time you're annoyed. The third time you block their number. That's what's happening when you keep texting someone who isn't reciprocating. It's not endearing, it's exhausting. What you need to do is step back. When you stop texting, you're sending a powerful message. I've said my piece and I'm not here to beg for attention. That's confidence. It's self-respect. And trust me, women can feel that energy. It's attractive because it shows you value yourself enough to walk away from anything that isn't mutual. Number 2. Emotional detachment equals attraction. Let's get real, my guy. Ever notice how the things we can't figure out are the ones we can't stop thinking about? That's human psychology. We're wired to crave mystery, to chase what we don't fully understand. But when you're blowing up her phone, you're not mysterious. You're predictable, like a rerun of a show she's already seen a dozen times. No excitement, no suspense. Now think about the most intriguing characters in movies. The ones who command attention without saying much. They're calm, collected, and never in a rush to prove themselves. They've got this take it or leave it vibe that's magnetic. Why? Because they don't overshare, and they definitely don't chase. They let people come to them. That's not just Hollywood fantasy. It's how attraction actually works. When you stop texting, you're flipping the entire script. Suddenly, she's asking herself questions she wasn't before. Why hasn't he texted me? Did he lose interest? Is there someone else? That curiosity is powerful. It forces her to think about you instead of you always being the one thinking about her. People value what feels uncertain, what they could lose, way more than what's handed to them on a silver platter. By stepping back, you create space. Space for her to miss you, to wonder about you, to feel the absence of your attention. And here's the kicker. Even if she doesn't come back, you've regained control of your energy. That's a win either way. So stop texting. Be the guy who's busy building his life, not waiting for her to toss him a breadcrumb. That's the vibe that makes her sit up and pay attention. The alpha move isn't chasing, it's attracting. Number 3, the power of no contact. First things first. No contact isn't some petty game or a move to make her jealous. This is about respecting yourself. You're giving her and yourself time to reflect. Think of it as hitting the pause button. If she's into you, she's going to feel that empty space you left behind. If she's not, well, you just dodged a bullet. Let me hit you with some psychology here. The scarcity effect. When something's hard to get, it suddenly becomes way more desirable. Imagine those limited edition sneakers you couldn't care less about until they sell out. Now suddenly, you can't stop thinking about them. That's exactly what happens when you pull back. You go from being just there to, what am I missing? But let's get one thing clear. This isn't about sitting around waiting for her to text. Nah, bro, that's weak energy. This is about flipping the script. While she's over there wondering where you went, you're out here leveling up. Hit the gym, work on your goals. Have a good time with your crew. You're not just showing her what she's missing. You're building a life that doesn't depend on her validation. That's where the power lies. Number 4, focus on self-improvement. Now here's where you go from good to unstoppable. Instead of wasting energy chasing someone who's not giving it back, turn that focus inward. Start with the basics. Hit the weights, get that body right. Not just to look good, but to feel like a beast. Pick up a new skill. Maybe it's learning how to cook something impressive, mastering a new language, or crushing it in your career. Whatever it is, make sure it's something that lights you up. Don't forget to reconnect with your boys. Those friendships are your foundation. When you work on yourself, 2 things happen. First, you feel unstoppable because you're growing into the best version of yourself. Second, you become magnetic. Confidence and ambition are kryptonite to anyone who underestimates you. People, especially women, are drawn to someone with purpose. Think about the guys you admire. Are they chasing validation from someone who doesn't care? Hell no. They're chasing their dreams and building their empire. That's the vibe you need to channel. Be so focused on your grind that whether or not she texts back doesn't even matter. You're the prize. Never forget that. Number 5. Acceptance is freedom. Now for some tough love. Not every connection is meant to last, and that's just life. But here's the twist. It's not a loss, it's a win. It frees you up for someone who actually gets you. Clinging to someone who doesn't feel the same is like running a race while dragging a tire. You're holding yourself back. And for what? Respect yourself enough to walk away with your head held high. Acceptance isn't weakness, it's strength. It's saying, I know my worth and I'm not here to convince you of it. You're not a beggar looking for scraps of affection. You're the main course. If she can't see that, someone else will. Once you accept that she might not come back, you're free. Free from waiting, hoping, and all the emotional baggage. In that freedom, you'll find peace, dignity, and the chance to build something better with someone who's all in. Rejection isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Use it as fuel, not weight. Let her see you thriving from afar and know you never needed her approval to be the best version of yourself. That's the real win. What's your story? Share it in the comments. I want to hear how you've leveled up after facing rejection. Let's inspire and uplift each other, one king at a time.